So guys, when I was in high school, I literally had a time where I literally sat by myself during lunch, and sometimes not even have lunch, because yeah, like no one liked me. I don't know if they didn't like me or not, but okay. So I'm gonna tell you about this time where I literally got kicked out of a table during lunch. Like, I literally was told you cannot sit with us, but I was that one person, okay, well, like one out of two people that had two groups that I would like talk to and like sit with. One was like mostly guys, and then the other one was mostly girls. But during lunchtime I would sit with the girls. There was one other member of the girl group table that had the same deal with me. They were in the same guy group and the same girl group, but we both had lunch with the girls. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Sorry guys. So basically this is around prom time, and this is where basically us girls were trying to figure out what dress we were gonna get, when to go dress shopping, basically everything. The thing with this other girl is that she was trying, I guess, to have my best friend as her best friend, which was the like one of the girls that was in the guy group. Yeah, there's another girl, there's other girls in the guy group, but there's mostly guys. That's why I say guys. Okay, anyways, so she would hang around with my best friend, and they would like start doing stuff together. And the only reason I wasn't with my best friend doing all this shopping and stuff is because I had parents that were like real like they wouldn't let me go to places, and if they did, it would be like, okay, I need to know where you're at, address, the people you're with, like all this. And I didn't like dealing with it, so I was like, I'm not going anywhere. So they started going dress shopping without, the girl would go dress shopping with my best friend without the other table, the girl table. They were getting upset. They were sad, they were mad or bothered or whatever, and they were waiting for her to literally go dress shopping themselves. Like, okay, so I basically told the other girl after school one day, I was like, hey, the girls are kind of like waiting for you to go dress shopping with them. Like, are you gonna go dress shopping with them? And then she was like, well, why are they mad? Like, why this? Like, who cares? They can go dress shopping if they want to. Like, I'm not holding them back. They don't have to wait for me. I just go with my best friend, because like that's the times I can go, and they're like whatever, right? So I left it like that. I was like, okay, well, they're not talking shit, like they're not talking mess about you or anything like that. Like, no, I'm just telling you, like, you should maybe reconsider like dress shopping with them, or like let them know you're not gonna go dress shopping with them. Like, just be like blank about it, right? So I left it like that. I thought everything was okay. I didn't think nothing of it. I swear, that's all it was said. So later on that day, I look on Twitter and I see, you can't break us apart, like all this different things from the group of table. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? And they're like, I forgot if I got a message or something, but I had told my best friend, I was like, look, I told the other chick this, and then now all the group is like mad at me because like I figured out it was me. I put one and one together, right? So then there was a comment, they're like, you can't sit with us anymore. Like, if you're trying to break us up, that's not gonna work. And I'm like, I'm not trying to, like, I was trying to make everyone happy. Like, I don't know what happened. So basically, I tell my best friend comments on their status, literally on their tweet, whatever, and she was like, haha, that's so funny. I honestly, like, she basically commented and told them, like, chill, right? I texted the girl from the group that I originally told them, consider, whatever, right? And I told her, I was like, hey, what's going on? I didn't tell you they were talking mess, like, what's going on? And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and fix it. She was not doing anything to fix it. So I go to school the next day, and everyone's like ignoring me. I usually, like, in the morning I'll get there and I'll sit at their table, and they were just like looking at me, and I'm like, okay. Then during lunch, like, I have classes with some of them, and they weren't talking to me. So I was like, okay, so I guess it really was me, and I really didn't do anything. So it literally had upset me to the point where I started crying. I started crying because I didn't do anything. I didn't try to break them apart. I didn't do anything, and they were literally telling me not to sit with them. They would ignore me. They would do everything in their power to not be like near me or in the same room as me. And it hurt my feelings because I was really close to one of the girls in that group, and for her to ignore me, like I would literally tell her everything. If I had any problems, like family wise, if I had any problems like with any like relationship I was in, I would go to her and tell her everything. And for her to like literally say, I can't deal with your crap, like you're full of crap, I don't want to deal with you anymore, I don't want to talk to you, like that hurt me. And I was so upset. So I was pissed off. Like, I'm not gonna be straight up with you, I was pissed off with that other girl that I told her, because I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't trying to break anything. I was just telling you, like consider you have other friends besides my best friend to go dress shopping. You had this like planned out already. Like, what's the problem? So at the end of the school year, I literally had to sit by myself. And the only reason I didn't sit with the guy group was because their table was really full, and sometimes they had to have lunch in the classroom because they were part of some group. So it was just really complicated. So I would literally sit there like by myself in the library, like just sometimes I wouldn't even get lunch, or sometimes I would go upstairs and talk to the teachers while lunch like passed, so that way I can go to advisory, advocacy, whatever, and like be with the guys. For the very end, the guys, I guess they felt bad for me, so they told me, you know, why are you sitting alone, come sit with us. So I literally had a table to sit with them towards the end of the school year, the very end. And I am forever grateful for them, because I wasn't the loser they had to sit by themselves anymore. And like even now I tell them like I owe it to y'all, I love y'all. Like I don't know how I could have survived like my senior year without them telling me to sit with them, because like when I honestly say I was close to this group of girls, like I was really close. I had classes with them, I had I had advocacy with them, I had everything with them. And then like one day for them to be like, you can't sit with us, it was just like, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you had like your whole year from like August all the way to like May or April or whatever, and then out of nowhere they're like, okay, you can't sit with us anymore. Like, what do you do? So yeah, that's basically my story. And disclaimer, I'm not trying to get any pity from y'all. This was just something that happened to me my senior year in high school, and I thought that I should share it with y'all. One thing that I want y'all to get from this is that you shouldn't be afraid and shouldn't let anyone like keep you from going and talking to other people. Just because you talk to one certain group of people doesn't mean you can't talk to another group. Most people had like this one clique and they stuck to that one clique, and I didn't. And literally that saved me from going crazy my senior year and being depressed, because I was depressed. I was depressed when I didn't have no one to sit with, when I had people telling me don't sit with me. So yeah, you shouldn't let people like make you sad, depressed, or anything. You know, like forget them. They want to think what they want to think. As long as you try to fix it, that's good enough. If they don't decide to be okay with it, if they don't believe you, that's them. So yeah guys, I hope that you like this story time sort of video. Give this a thumbs up, share anything on the bottom in the comment section. Let me know any stories, if anything like this remotely happened to you, and leave any suggestions for future videos. I love you guys. Bye.